Hey guys, there was some questions about whether or not I would scan front and back of the cards. I'm not scanning front and back of 240 cards, 480 cards front and back. When I could get, I think six cards, 4 or 6 cards on a scan. No, I'm not going to do that. But I will show you every card in numeric order so that you can make your own decision. All right, so this is actually a gum stain. Rich Hebner. All you got to do is just fast forward the video to the numbers that you have in the break. Okay, and you can see front and back, and you'll be able to make your own decision. If there's a corner issue, I will try to tell you. Surface is going to have a mark on the card on the sleeve here, either wax or gum, so you can make that decision. I mean, obviously, you can see on this Brinkman that it's the centering left or right, front and back. It's just bad. But based on this video, I hope that you will let me know if you want to grade your cards. I would not grade Max Scarce just based on that. Both of his, he actually has 2, and they're just off. This is a gum stain card on this Rangers. Here's another gum stain. Actually, I think Tom Hall has 2 cards, and they were both on the gum. I would not grade anything on the gum. Not even a star card. Don Sutton, it's off, left to right. This is a wax. This is the card that had wax on the front. All the others had wax on the back. Somebody said you can get it off with nylon. So you might be interested in grading that. It is off. Top, bottom, left to right. On the back, it's kind of hard to tell here, but it's probably still off. It's a cool card with Don Zimmer. It's also Guy Garcia and Johnny Padres. Foley. And it's got a gum stain on it. Kingman, gum stain. Again, the ones with the gum stain, I would not grade them, even if they were, Willie Mays. Santorini, both of his had the gum. The Pirates. The reason I decided to do it this way is just, I heard a lot of people that weren't happy with my view on some of the cards. I did look at the checklist again, and I do see where it is off left or right. I still think it would probably get a 9. But you know what? Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe it would get an 8. But we'll see it here in just a minute. Fred Norman. This is a high-def video, so hopefully that'll make a difference. Mike Epstein. They also butchered me on some of the names. Guys, this is a 73 set, okay? I was none years old in 73. All right, I was none years old. I did pronounce Dave Roberts correctly, but look at on the back. I don't know if that's on every Dave Roberts card or if that just is this Dave Roberts card. It looks like an ink, a printing error back there, not damage per se. So if I miss some guys, one guy looked like Roos to me or whatever. They were like, oh, he doesn't know how to pronounce Gary Roos. Well, you're right. Ellie Rodriguez, I bet I got that one right. Like this, this guy. Oh, I can't believe he doesn't know how to pronounce Frank Quilisi. And maybe it's Kiliki. I don't know. It's, hey, it's going to be like that sometimes. Clemente off center. Is this the one where one of them has a bad corner? I don't see it here. are there. It might not be Clemente that had the bad corner. But, it's nice to hit two of him anyway, if they are off-centered. Chuck Seelbach. See, maybe that's back, maybe it's Bach. You know what? I didn't watch baseball in 1973. Dennis Minke. John Matlack. So I figure, I'll let you guys see every single card. And then you can tell me whether or not you want to grade them. That one's way off. It's too bad, too, because that's an awesome card. And that's one of the better cards we hit. Nolan Ryan, Steve Carlton. That one's not terrible. Ed Herman. I'd probably look at the pop report. I mean, what do you think? You think that's at least a 9, right? You think that's a 9? I think that's a 9. This one's probably not a 9. Card 77. Mike Torres. Richie Scheinblum. This is another one with some of that surface stuff there on the back of the card. It wasn't like damaged like the card. The cardboard's not damaged, but maybe it's a printing error or something like that. Dodgers. It's off center on the back, but it's kind of hard to tell where the border starts and stops. Left to right looks good. Now, guys, if you don't want your cards graded, which is completely fine, I gave you an example of what the grading would cost in the OP. Take that as, probably ballpark what it'll be, and then, go from there. It depends on how many people, so I can't give you an exact number until I know exactly how many people are going to grade, But, shipping, $4 across the board. That includes, supplies and PayPal fees and postage. Earl Weaver. I don't know. I don't think centering's perfect on that, clearly, but that might be a card you consider. Here's the Munson. Munson was on the wax, okay, so it will get a stain grade, but it wasn't on the gum. The gum is the one that just destroys the card. So Munson, it's off center. I'm not sure what that would get. I want to say that's an 8 stain. It might be a 7. I mean, you guys will have to decide what you think. A lot of times if the front is good, the back is not as important centering wise. trying not to get you guys my reflection there. To base it on. Cesar Geronimo. Peter Sven. I would grade this card. I know it's not perfect centering, but definitely not perfect centering on the back. You know, maybe that's a 7. Maybe even worse. But I think it's a cool card. Wax stain. Kuzman, he's got a really valuable rookie card, but none of his other cards are as valuable. It's weird. You guys ever notice that? Isn't that weird? I can already see the YouTube comments. What a dumbass. What? You don't think it's weird? Luke Walker. I had a guy comment today. I've got a 188. I've got a pack break of a 1952 a 1952 Topps wax pack break. It was my first video, so it's really bad. If you guys think my videos are bad, this one's really bad. All right. So it's a video of a 1952 wax pack. It's actually a wax pack like from the 60s, and I printed it out. I printed it out on my inkjet printer and wrapped up some of those. Remember the cards your mom threw out? I think it was like 2011. Those came out. The cards your mother threw out. And there's some old cards in there. There's some 52 and what have you. And so that's not bad. I'd probably check the pop report just to see, but you know, it's off left right, but it's not terrible. So anyway, you know, I go through the pack. I make some corny jokes. I think it's funny. That's why I did it. You know, I thought it was I thought it was funny. But oh, I'm going in reverse. Sorry, guys. I'm going backwards. No wonder you guys are like, what the hell is this problem? All right. Never mind. Starting back over. I was on the wrong end there. So anyway, I do this pack break, and it's all bullshit. You know, there's a mantle in there, and so you know, I mean, you'd think most people realize that it's bullshit, but you know, I'm totally playing it off as if it were real. You know, the pack's taped. You know, it's scotch taped together, and you know, I say this one's got a wax stain. I say something about oh, you know, it's because they hadn't invented wax yet. That's why it's taped. And then this Baylor Moore is not wax stained, so get one of each. So Dusty Baker, I'm having a great time with the video. Probably too much fun with the video, but a guy today, he put a comment about how there's several reasons he knows that I bought it off of eBay, that the pack that I opened was fake. And he starts listing, I didn't even read it all, but he starts listing all the all the reasons that it's not real. It's great. I responded to his comment. I said, you sound jealous. This one's stained. Wax stain on the St. Louis Cardinals. But I mean, daily I get called all kinds of great stuff on. There's the Nolan Ryan with the wax stain. I would still grade that one just because it's Nolan Ryan. Because of the Pack Searcher parodies that I do. I get a lot of people calling me, F this and F that on those. That's actually a decent looking Bud Harrelson. I think I have Bud Harrelson. I'm not sure. I got one of those old time Mets guys. I don't know if it's Harrelson or not. If I did have him, I'd grade that one. Al Oliver. But that one just cracked me up. Here's the reasons that I think you got a fake back. And instead of saying, thank you or appreciate you looking out, I tell him I think he's jealous. Yeah. Jackass. Poor guy just trying to help me out. Oosh's favorite player. Joe Morgan with a wax stain. Now remember, you don't have to worry about surface unless it's got a note, bottom left corner on the front. You just have to judge, the basically the centering. You're really looking at centering to decide if you want to grade it or not. And yeah, you could go at it with a ruler, but just eyeball it. If you like it, send it in. If you don't. This one's off top bottom on the Bobby Mercer. That's off left right, top bottom on the back. And I had a couple people ask me for scans. I'm not gonna. No offense, but I'm not gonna. This has a bad corner. I'm not gonna, and it's a wax stain anyway. But I'm not gonna scan front back all these cards. I actually started doing it and gave it up. I was like, whoa. That black mark's not on the card. That's just on the case. It means it was stacked on another W. That's all that is. This is a cool card. I would, if it were my card, I would still grade this one, even with the wax stain and the obvious off left to right. I'd still grade it. But you're probably not going to get any more for it graded than you are not graded. This has got a stain on it. Yeah, you're definitely not grading that one. Crumpled bits of paper. Tony keeps getting better each year. This one, it's got edge damage. I put an E on it. Edge. On a different day. This one looks like a gum card. Yeah. Another gum. So we're about halfway done. So it's a long video. But again, you only have to look for the number or numbers that you have. You don't have to look at all of them. Maybe it's crane pull I have. Maybe not. I'd grade this one too. Looks like a gum stain. Dave Duncan. Gum stain. Nate enjoys playing checkers. It's got a mark on it up here. Just like me. Some printing like that. Mike Marshall is working on his PhD. Twice. Chuck Tanner. Johnny Sane. Jim enjoys photography. Cecil has his college degree in business administration. Eddie went on a USO tour of Vietnam. Brock was the first freshman to make his college team. Bert was a star at the University of Texas. Is that on the card? Oh, where has my baby been? Sure is. Away from me. It's got some kind of printing or whatever on it. Bill grew up as a Giants fan. Bill Buckner. Cool card. Nice. I'd probably grade that one. Probably grade this one too. It's off on the back, but not too terrible. Oscar Gamble on the gum. Oscar enjoys watching football. Larry's first appearance in the big leagues was his 18th birthday. Took her away from me. Larry Doby. Sitting all around my eyes. Gum looked at me and said, hold me, darling, just a little while. Don Baylor, Wax. No, Gum. That I knew I had missed. Don Money. Looks like a Photoshop job on that hat. Did he play for somebody else? Yeah, he played for the Phillies. That's really bad. Or good. I mean, it was 1973. It means somebody actually took pen and ink to that. Fix that hat. Mickey Lolich. See, you know, maybe that's Lolich. I don't know. I never saw the guy play. Leonidas Lacy. It's actually not bad. Top bottom probably off a bit. Back's not horrible. I'll probably grade that one too. Alright guys, almost done. Gaylord Perry, card 400. Sonny set the league record for stolen bases by a rookie. Sonny Jackson. It's got a wax stain on it. In the offseason, Cesar is the most valuable player for the Caracas Lions. Wax on that one. Ivan was undefeated as an amateur middleweight boxer. Willie McCovey. Pitchers intentionally walked Willie more than any other player. Off, left, right. On the back, too. Willie McCovey. Manny has had a batting average of better than 300 for the last 7 of 8 years. In 1970, Tom was voted Tiger of the Year. These are like yearbooks. Wax on this one? Yeah, Bobby Critch. Wax. Bobby Brooks Winkles. It's got a mark right there, too. We pulled a Jeter. Jerry's first major league hit was a pinch hit homer. Jerry Moses. And his brother, Jerry Moses. Willie was first scouted at the age of 14. Willie Here's a Who. This is the guy that made fun of me. It looks like Roost to me, but I guess they were like, it's Rios or some damn thing. How come you don't know this? I know the guy played until he was like 100, but still. I still don't know how to pronounce his last name. I think this is the card I like so much. It is off left right, but it's not off terribly left right. I said it had a chance at a 10. It probably get a 9. But the people who were talking were like, "Oh, that's lucky to get an 8." I bet you won't bet nothing. 453 on the wax, same card. Jim Mason on the wax. Centering's pretty bad on this card, which is too bad because it's awesome. I didn't have this paper. I think there's another paper, probably the one for home runs, not RBIs. I had that one, I think. Hal Lanier on the wax. Hal is a fine utility infielder. Juan Marichal. So it doesn't hurt. But darling, Pedro once pitched 22 consecutive innings without allowing a run. Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. Wax on the Larry Gura. Phil Niekro. Off center. Earl Williams. William James Brown. Gates is the AL all-time pinch hitter. Wax on this Jim Nash. Sam McDowell. his first professional start, and he pitched a one-hitter. Danny likes to go swimming. Skiing. I knew what I meant. Braves. Granger has a wax stain. James Ray Hart has a gum stain. I would definitely grade the first Poland, but not that second one. The wax on the Alan Foster. I think we hit 2 of him, didn't we? Show did. The one with the wax is pretty well centered compared to that one. You killed Kenny. A little off center. Jim has a blazing fastball. So fast it knocked his card off. They changed his cap too. Gary Sutherland. Joe Negro on the wax. Bad gum card here on 588. Mickey is a recreation director in the offseason. Ed's nickname is Spider. 606 rookies. Gary Matthews on this one. That one's not, I mean, it's off. Right? I'm not saying it's not off, but it's not off terrible. I'd consider grading that one. Here's Busby. That one's way off. This one's on the wax. Richie Zisk. That's it's not on the card. Bob Reynolds. Another Bob Reynolds. Just as bad. Bob Boone. Dwight Evans way off center. It's too bad because that's a cool rookie. Here's another one. Not as bad, but still off. Robert Dale Johnson, card 656. 657, sorry. There's a mark on it down there at the bottom. All right, guys.